Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and keep this with a grain of salt, because this is just a rumor. But according to this article, again rumor, Hugh is, I guess there's a possibility that Hugh Jackman Wolverine may be a big part in Secret Invasion. I wouldn't be surprised, partially because like Deadpool's now in part of the MCU, and with Hugh Jackman being part of like being Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Now we can say that Hugh Jackman is part of the MCU. So like, if they use Hugh Jackman in Secret Wars, I wouldn't be too surprised. In fact, I feel like, and this is depending on how they do it. If they do it right, I feel like I'm not the only one who will say I'll be up for it. So, but let's give this a read, shall we? Once the claws come out, it's hard to put them back in again. When Hugh Jackman returns as Wolverine, Deadpool 3 was announced. Ryan Reynolds said he'd be coming back for the role one more time. But that may not be the case. Scoper's Daniel Risman claims that Jackman met with Kevin Feige before the actors' strike, and the two discussed his future as Wolverine, particularly the possibility of Jackman having a big role in Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars. Secret Wars is going to be the big finale of the multiverse saga, as Phase 4 through 6 of the MCU has been called, and Marvel hopes to recruit a bunch of actors to reprise their versions of the many Marvel heroes and villains, presumably of eras past. Now, if they're going to plan to like end the multiverse saga with Secret Invasion, yes please, yes please. I'm only saying that because like I'm kind of over the whole multiverse thing. Like, the Arrowverse did it quite a bit. Ninja Turtles have done it a few times. Turtles Forever in the 2012 cartoon. I'm talking about the multiverse here, of course. DC has done it. And yes, I know the Arrowverse is part of DC, but I meant like in terms of the DCEU with Flash. So like, I think I'm just like kind of over the whole multiverse bit, to be fair. And like, I don't have a problem with the multiverse as long as you don't like heavily rely on it. And I feel like that's what Hollywood has been doing, is heavily been relying on the MCU. So if Secret Invasion means the end of the multiverse, then I'm happy about that. I am actually happy about that. Anyways, adding to the WDW Pro, who claims that Wolverine and Spider-Man will be the central characters, or at least, or among them at least, in Secret Wars, and that will act as a course correction for Marvel as it moves away from what Gary from Nerdrotic has Nerdrotic has moves away from. Let me recenter myself real quick. I'm back. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had that major like brain meltdown for it thing, so I do apologize. Anyways, in Secret Wars, and this will act as a course correction for Marvel as it moves away from what Gary had Nerdrotic termed the MCU. According to Pro, the film will feature a big hero making their return. Big heroes making their return. Among them as Chris Evans as Captain America, which has been rumored before, and Jennifer Garner as Elektra, who will return in Deadpool 3 along with Jackman as Logan. The video is almost... So the video they're talking about is like almost 18 minutes long, and according to them, it's well worth to watch. Which I might do a video on it at some point, just not obviously today. Um, Time will tell if this is true and how most of it is, if any, but I can see it happening, or at least Marvel and Disney trying to make it happen. Despite Bob Iger's undoubtedly stunning outlook, Disney is in a bad way right now. Their moves simply aren't hitting. Disney Plus is a punchline, and the parks are seeing attendance drop. And the WDW Pro points out, Marvel was a cash cow for them. A franchise as close to universally loved as things get, except for Star Wars, which, well, there went that. There you go. I can English. I can promise you guys I can English. And it's gone to flames in just a few years. You can't have an Avengers movie headlined by Shang-Chi, Black Panther's sister, and Star Spangled Falcon. Nobody cares about them as leads. And as much as Iger wants to keep costs down, you can't make an Avengers movie on the cheap. I have to admit to that. And I have to say, the only thing I'll say that might dispute them is I think people want to see Falcon again. As Captain America, maybe? Some, sure, but not everyone. But I think there's a market for Falcon. People want to see Falcon more. So, there's that. Anyways. Where did I leave off? Bringing in the big guns is the best option, even if they have to spend more than they like. And look at the lineup mentioned as before. It's a cosmic heroes, but Wolverine, Spider-Man, Elektra, and Captain America. Those are beloved characters, and they're earthbound heroes who don't require as big a special effects budget as some of the most powerful ones. That being said, there isn't a doubt in my mind that they'll bring in Robert Downey Jr. Going after Robert Downey Jr. So, essentially, Hugh Jackman may come back as Wolverine in Secret Wars. If they're also going to bring in the big guns too again, then I wouldn't mind them bring back either Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. I don't think they should bring in both Spider-Man, even though it might excite people, but I don't think they should, only because that worked so well in No Way Home. I'm not saying there was any problem bringing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the No Way Home. It worked in No Way Home. Bring both of them in. And sure, I'm not saying it wouldn't work in Secret Wars, because it could, but it wouldn't have that same effect as it did in No Way Home, in my opinion. So either bring in Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, right? Didn't the guy who played Mysterio, I forget his name, Jake Gyllenhaal, I think is his name, was going to be play Peter Parker's Spider-Man if Tobey Maguire wasn't going to. So since they're going to bring in like John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and like butt fucked him 5 seconds later, bring Jake Gyllenhaal as Spider-Man, but do him better than what he did with Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange, right? And while you're at it too, if I think people like to see like Daredevil, Charlie Cox's Daredevil come back. But if you bring in like him from the Netflix universe, which you can say that because it's clear that the Netflix shows were supposed to be in the same universe as the MCU, but they because they kind of made mentions to the first Avengers film. So you can kind of say that, okay, this is like wearing like a parallel universe. Like the events of the first Avengers movie happened, but like past that, things went a totally different direction than the current MCU. Boom, there you go. Could bring in the Netflix, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and I'm forgetting. I think there was a fifth one. Wasn't Defenders, but it could be Defenders something, But I think there was a fifth hero, right? Anyways, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in Secret Wars. On one hand, I think will get people excited, but on the other hand, it will be like, isn't his cameo in not Daredevil, Deadpool enough? But at the same time, by making, unless if they go and pull like Wolverine from a different universe, Hugh Jackman is the MCU's Wolverine as well. So like, they wouldn't be like pulling in from a different universe if they brought Hugh Jackman, unless they're gonna bring it like, unless they do like the whole like Fox X-Men, then okay, maybe. I don't know. At this point, I feel like I'm rambling. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.